Well, good day, folks. I want to talk about something that I think is a good follow-up to my last video is how much talent do you need? And I'm going to steal a line from somebody else I got a lot of respect for, and I think some of you will probably know who I'm talking about as soon as I say it, but it's, I'm not talented, I'm thorough. And he says that a lot of his clinics. And I think he's far more talented than he admits, but that's not the point. The line itself is quite valid. I think there's a lot of truth to it, and it's, well, I'm obviously a whole lot less talented than he is, so I need to be a lot more thorough. So I'm going to just quickly deviate from horses to cars, because most people drive. Most people have a license at least, if not own a car. And some people are only talented enough to get to the grocery store and back, and maybe to work and back, that sort of thing. Some actually go on to having careers, driving vehicles in one capacity or another. And, some might even be talented enough to be professional drivers in, racing and that sort of thing. All very different. And everybody's got a different level of talent, and of course, not everybody becomes a race car driver. Same with horses. Not everybody becomes a, world-class trainer or anything like that, or even a, local class. And I want to talk about something. Not long ago, actually, it was this particular horse I was working with at a particular task a while ago, and I had to stop and have a good chuckle at myself. Well, at first, actually, back up a little. The first thing I noticed was I was working on something where timing was reasonably critical. And I started realizing just how bad my timing actually was. And I was a little disgusted with that. I was kind of beating myself up over that one. And then a little while later that same day, I was twirling the end of the lead rope, and I got it wrapped around my arm. And I thought, good grief, you'd think after this length of time I'd be able to spin a lead rope without wrapping it around my arm. And I started realizing, you know what, I'm really not very talented. But I started thinking about, even in spite of the fact that I got lots of shortcomings, my timing's bad, my coordination ain't great, and I got a few other problems we aren't even going to talk about, but I still managed to do reasonably well with horses. Why? Well, I'm not talented, but I am thorough. I'm thorough, I'm methodical, I'm meticulous, I take my time, and I do what needs to be done to produce a reasonably good product in the end. Now, there's lots of you out there that are going to think, oh, I can't train a horse, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, maybe you can't train a horse, but you can ride one or you groom one or whatever. And depending on whether you're the person that just drives their car to the grocery store or, whether you become a professional racer, there's a huge difference. And it all depends on what you need to accomplish and how patient you are and how thorough you want to be. How much talent do you really need? Well, apparently, according to me, and from what I can do with what little talent I have, you don't need a whole lot. So don't beat yourselves up if you don't think you're all that talented. If you're thorough, you can still accomplish an awful lot. Have a good day, folks.